Reviewing SNAP 2016, it was 4 sections, 40 questions each in logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude and verbal ability, and 30 questions of GK. That made it 150 questions. And because of the slight change in format in comparison to last year, all the logical reasoning questions were of 1 mark each, and hence the paper was of 150 marks. Let's review one section at a time and look at a probable good score and the cutoff for the top institutes of symbiosis. The GK section of SNAP, it was 30 questions and all of which was current awareness based on happenings of the last couple of years. SNAP had made it very clear that they're moving out of GK and moving into current awareness, and that was very visible in the paper. There were questions about Urjit Patel, the name of the Google Assistant, Oscar Pistorius, the new UN chief, the Nobel Prize given in literature, Flipkart acquiring Jabong or Microsoft acquiring LinkedIn. So all of these current awareness based questions, and there was a good spread of these questions. There were 5 to 6 questions of sports, 3 questions on tech, 3 questions of mergers and acquisition, 4 to 5 questions of who's who, 3 questions on awards. All in all those people who've kept themselves aware about the last couple of years of happening would have been in a position to attack say 16 to 17 questions with a good 90% accuracy. A good score in this section can be considered to be in the range of 14 to 16. Moving on to the verbal section, there were 11 questions of RCs which are spread across 2 RCs, and out of these 11 questions, nearly 9 questions were direct questions and 2 of them were inference based but easy questions. 3 questions were parajumbles, 2 questions were critical reasoning, 18 questions, which is nearly half of the section, were of vocabulary and had a good spread. There were synonyms, antonyms, fill in the blanks, analogies, confusing words, even idioms and phrases found it to the paper. There were 4 questions of grammar which were spread across prepositions and verbs and tenses based questions. Not difficult at all. A good 98-99 percentiler of SNAP would have spent approximately 30 minutes on this section, and a good score for this section can be considered to be in the range of 25 to 27. Moving on to the quant section, there were 40 questions in this section, out of which 6 questions were of DI and 34 questions were of quant. The 6 questions of DI were spread across 2 sets, 3 questions of pie charts and 3 questions of tables, and these 2 sets can be considered to be easy to moderate. Out of the 34 questions of quant, there was a reasonable spread here also. So there were a couple of questions of surge and indices, 2 of profit and loss, 1 was algebra, 1 was probability, 1 of set theory, 3 questions of progression, 1 of time and work, 2 of time and distance, 2 of ratio and proportion, 3 questions of geometry, but there was a very strong presence of numbers and numbers application questions which were around 8 to 9 questions. If we overall look at the quant section, it was a moderate difficulty level paper because certain questions were time consuming. If we look at a 98-99 percentiler from SNAP, he would have spent approximately 40 minutes in this section, and a good score in this section can be considered to be 16 to 18. Moving on to the LR section, there were 40 questions in it. A good number, that is, there were 9 questions of math puzzles, which was a little unprecedented, but yes, there was there. Apart from that, there was very standard logical reasoning questions also. So 4 questions of input output, 6 questions on series, 3 questions on visual reasoning, 2 each from blood relations, clocks and calendars, and there was a question on course of action, and there were some 6 odd questions which were puzzles. So there was one about the arrangement of balls, and there was a question on which was Vibgyor based, and there was one based on Roman numbers. So all in all, there was a great variety in this particular section, and reasonably atypical SNAP logical reasoning section. Should have taken the students by a little surprise. It wasn't difficult, very sure, but it was different, undoubtedly. Allotting the same 40 minutes to this particular section, a 98-99 percentiler would have managed a score of approximately 15 to 17, which can be considered to be a good score in this section. If you look at the overall paper, a good time distribution could have been 10 minutes to GK, 30 minutes to verbal, 40 minutes to quantitative aptitude, and 40 minutes to logical reasoning. Good score in these sections would have been 14 to 16 for GK, 25 to 27 for verbal, 16 to 18 for quant, and 15 to 17 for logical reasoning. Overall, if we look at the total scores, a probable cutoff for SIBM Pune could be 73 to 74 marks. SCMHRD could be 67 to 68, SIBM Bangalore could be 58 to 59, and SIIB could be 56 to 57. That's it from our end. In case you have any queries regarding the institutions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. Thank you.